What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Just a couple hours ago, Riot had their new Volibear rework reveal announcement, whatever you want to call it, live stream, which was kind of a mess, kind of hit or miss with people. But what did come out of it is the new Volibear, his new kit, all of his new abilities. And while we didn't get direct explanations, there was just a lot of like teasers and just kind of showing off some stuff and showing everything that they've worked on so far. We're going to get more information as the stuff starts to hit PvE and they start to post more stuff and all that. But that should be coming out very, very soon because obviously the champion is very close to being done. But what we do know is what most of Volibear's abilities look like, and we can start to kind of guess and pretty much put a lot of things together. So in this video, I'm just going to be running through his abilities, my opinions on what everything is, and kind of everything we know so far. So far, his passive is just, I believe it's once you get 5 auto attacks stacked up, then he gets these AoE auto attacks. He changes forms a little bit, and that's just like his ultimate before, where you get those AoE lightning auto attacks. That's just now on his passive. You do still have to stack it up with 5 autos, just kind of like his old W, and then you get his old ultimate kind of with that AoE lightning, thunder, all that stuff. Pretty cool. His Q, just as before, gives you the speed boost. You know, you're running fast, but then instead of flipping people, you actually just get a stun, which that's pretty good. Click on CC, really good in the game. It'll be different, stunning someone instead of like kind of getting to just entirely displace them, which is different. It's not a knockup anymore, so it's not a good like Yasuo. I'm just kind of thinking, and then also displacing like a carry is obviously very big, but still click on stun, still gonna be very, very strong. The speed boost still really good on him. And then his W, I'm not entirely sure about this ability. So they go up and they just W once, and then they have a second W. I'm not sure what the, obviously the second W is doing like more damage, but I'm not sure the conditions for which, how you get what W or whatever. Hopefully we can get an explanation on that, but his W is just kind of like a click on bite. It doesn't look like it's conditional like the old W anymore, so that will be a little bit better for him, just having just a straight up button to just click and do more damage. His E is pretty badass. He has this ranged lightning bolt AoE ability that looks pretty cool. And then when Volibear is actually inside the circle himself, he gets a shield. So he has a range ability where he's able to kind of harass people, maybe even just add a little bit of range and something to his kit, because that was obviously a problem before with that he was so like just binary and kiteable and didn't have ways to like hit people from afar and stuff like that. But then also increases dueling potential a lot by having an ability where he can get a shield and stuff if he's in melee range. Pretty sick, pretty cool ability. Depends how much damage and how big the shield is and everything, how good that's going to be, but that ability looks pretty cool and way, way different than the old Volibear. And then finally, his ultimate ability is so sick, so badass. He just gets a free like jump. It does an explosion of damage. I'm assuming he does more damage in the middle and then less in the bigger AoE. Pretty cool. You just get to jump in, kind of like a set ultimate with no conditions. And then this is probably the most insane part of his kit. If he ults and it hits a tower, it disables the tower. And this looks like it disables the tower for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds or something. He's standing there forever and before the towers hit him. And then here, this clip shows you that you can use an AoE and you can disable 2 towers at once. That is insane. That's crazy. That's not something I ever envisioned really being in the game outside of like Wrecker, obviously. And especially on a champion like this where he's going to be like a tanky bruiser kind of guy who can already tank probably a ton of tower shots. Just being able to disable towers, that's going to be so good. It's going to be so strong. This might even put Volibear into like competitive viability. Tower diving, stuff like that, so important in competitive play. That'd be just insane if Volibear all of a sudden becomes a competitively viable champion from this rework. A lot of people are saying that this Volibear rework does seem like just a completely new champion rather than like, oh, the old Volibear. And I think that's maybe good in some way. I mean, like if you liked Volibear before, it's going to suck, but I do think this has a chance of just bringing Volibear to new popularity levels. And it should be really, really cool, really, really exciting. Again, I'm excited to see all the specifics of his numbers, what exactly all the abilities do. I'm really wondering about the W mostly. But yeah, he looks pretty cool, looks pretty badass, pretty sick. I'm excited to just see how it all comes together. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the Volibear rework or any of his abilities? I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Subscribe to the channel for my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.